Good morning. Greg Newhouse here, coming to you again from my office in Corvallis, Oregon. I'm going to change sides here pretty soon. I'm heading east, but I'll talk about that another time. I want to bring up a concept that stopped a lot of people, or a couple people, let's not say a lot. I have two people, two different goals, who asked for advice because they had seen me do something that they thought, hey man, how do you do that? That looks so simple to me. And one was a coach chasing his passion. He loves coaching. A couple coaches even talked to me related to it. And the other one was a gal that, she wanted to be a speaker. She wanted to be on a big stage and speak. Now, I'm not saying I was on a big stage speaking, but I've been on stages, and I enjoyed speaking to people. But so let's talk about, why aren't you doing that? You know you want to, so why aren't you? And what was the key for me? Okay? And I think all of it evolves around a concept that I feel you can define as a fear. I don't want to say people fear things, but what I'm saying is they're seeing a possible failure or a possible situation in the past, and it's in their mind, so they don't take the next step because they're afraid that that'll happen. Well, that probably will happen. And the key to the whole thing is, I told the one individual yesterday and basically summed it up with the other person, is the key to eliminating your fear is using your fear as a positive form of energy. It's an energy. It's telling you something. And when I say fear, I don't mean, oh, I'm scared of the dark. Or something in you is giving you some angst. You take that energy and you identify it, and you realize, why am I? By identifying it, don't evaluate, don't judge yourself, just be there. You realize one thing: you are here. That's the key. You're there. Once you're there, once you realize there's a passion, now if you realize, oh, that's a fear, and you just let it set, it'll settle into you. All of a sudden you will realize, well, I'm not afraid to do that. That's what I want to do. I can do that. I can do what that guy did. I mean, anybody could do what I did. A non-athlete. I don't even have a great mind. I got banged in the head a few times as a kid. I had enjoyed life. And I'm not saying I was successful. I'm just saying in their vision, they asked me a question. So fear and how to handle fear as a positive motivator. Here's an example. One wanted to speak on stage. One wanted to be a better coach. They both have the capabilities, much more tools than I have. They're dynamic people, and I see them there. They obviously see themselves there in their dream, but for some reason they're not taking that step forward. That feeling comes up. They try to go. Okay, so it's like getting up on stage and speaking to an audience. Yeah, I feel a little bubbly. Man, I get jacked when I can reach people. I just find one person to reach, and boom, then I get the energy flowing, and then all of a sudden the energy comes in. Same with coaching. You see, so you gotta know where you are. So you gotta use the energy. So going back, here's an example I gave the people. I gave one individual. When I was a kid, I learned this a long time ago now. So maybe that's why I did what I did. I just go off and do. If I feel I wanted to do something, I did it through life. I played. I think I've told you guys that. Matter of fact, work is play to me. I think it's just a mindset for me. I love what I do. I want to do what I feel good about. And I don't need approval of it, as long as I'm culturally right, so I'm not in jail so I can't do something. But so I take my passion and I apply it. Well, I was a senior in high school. And my buddy, who just lived in the backyard, it was just before a big football game. Football games big, they're all big if you're dreaming. So anyways, we're playing for a championship, to go to a championship or establish ourselves, because the previous year we went the distance in the CIF championship in Southern California, which is a pretty big deal when you're a kid. Anyways, let me stay on point here. This big guy, he's big, man. He's 6'3.5", 6'4", 260 at the time. That was big back then. Now that's back in the 60s. That was a big football player. And here I am. I'm 137 pounds. It's before a game. I'm lying on my bench and I'm just relaxing, kind of stretching out there. Got benches in front of lockers, and I just lying back. He walks up to me, big guy standing, and goes, "Hey, Greg, man, aren't you scared? Aren't you scared?" And I looked up at him and go, at that time, I still remember this to this day because it was just a turning moment, I think, in his life and mine. I go, "Scared of what, Al?" And he goes, "Well, this is a big game. Aren't you afraid?" I go, what do I got to be afraid of? All I can do is the best I can do. And I love playing. I was more excited. I go, if I don't get it done, it's the coach's mistake. I wasn't the guy to do it. But I'm going to go out there and just play like I've always done. They told me I'm the starter. I'm going. It was an attitude. I was the smallest guy on the team, probably the smallest guy playing high school ball at the time, at that level. So it was a perspective. Now, did I have angst? Yeah, I had angst. But it wasn't an angst as a negative factor. It was, oh, I'm excited. I get to go play. I always got those butterflies. Oh, that first play, man, let's go get it. And boom. Then I just did what I did in practice. I just had fun. If they call this play, I'm supposed to show up there, I go do it. And I just loved doing it. Well, work became my play. I worked at that skill. Same with being a speaker on stage. You got a little, I got anticipation when I get up there, but I even get more energy when I engage the audience. So you got to visualize yourself seeing it and take that energy and let it work through you. Not stop you from going to where you want to go by putting a negative thought, a thought of fear. So basically what it comes down to is once you realize you've arrived, you are, when I say arrived, it's always evolution. Don't get me wrong. Just study nature. It's always evolution. But you are where you are. There's where you are. If you want to be that, be it. You could be it in your mind if you want to. Well, you're here. Why not go try? So it's a simple concept. It's a change in perspective. All right? So again, it comes down to having a mindset of being aware where you're at and develop your awareness. Find the tools just to tweak your awareness so you can get back in touch with the things that are habitual in nature that you're just doing in life that were probably good tools and got you where you're at now, but are they effective now? We're all on autopilot. We get in our cars and you drive to work. I don't have to do that. First of all, I don't have to go to a job. This is my job. I don't have to drive. Second of all, I don't live in an area to do that, right? And I don't need to go to work. I just work. Luxury here, right? Boom. But anyways, see, I'm going off on tangents. But just, and you're thinking and you're not doing, you're thinking a million thoughts and driving's almost on autopilot. Well, why don't you, instead of autopilot, why don't you realize what you're thinking? Or pay attention to what you're doing and enjoy it. That guy cut you off. Ooh, he cut you off. So you get pissed off. Ooh, negative emotion. Why you get pissed off? Things happen. Hey, go ahead, take it, man. And you realize as a person you ain't going to get there any faster. And swearing at me ain't going to do anything. So you take that energy and go, oh, okay. That's a lesson. Or just let it settle if you don't want to say, hey, all right, here you go, and be positive about it. Anyways, again, realizing where you're at. So find the tools wherever you can find them. Like I said, I'm doing it with health. Because everybody needs health. And I'm getting people in touch with them. It's just like coaching. Coaching, all they did is gave me an opportunity to help a player understand. I'll take the simplest concept, like putting your foot in the ground and breaking on an out route for a defensive back. Simple. But I'd study it just so he could be aware of it, if it could enhance him. Because it's a playmaking skill, number one. Number two, it's an awareness skill. Boom, pay attention. Work on something as you go out there. Don't just go through the motions and hope you get it done. Work on your trade all the time. You're already working on it. Sometimes you're conscious, sometimes you're unconscious. The more conscious you are, the more confidence you get. Oh, conscious, confident. Huh, pretty good. All right, hope that helped you. I got another hour probably before that sun comes up. Getting ready to go out there and do my walk. Maybe I'll send you another post from my walk. Thoughts just come to me, man, when I get out in nature. I call it nature because it's a golf course, nobody's on it, man. And trees, all that other stuff. Pretty. Anyways, talk to you soon. And I can talk to you sooner, depending on you. If you need some help on something or want some ways to tweak your mindset, hit me up. I'm telling you, I'm working on something, tweaking mine. I've been through it. What do I need to tweak it for? Because it's a process. Talk to you soon.